All right, so I was going to ask you what your favorite Prince song was as my lead-in, but my camera guy, Rob, stole the thunder, but I'm still going to ask it.
I'm a big Prince fan, but equally I'm a bigger Purple Rain fan. So I grew up on Purple Rain. So anything in Purple Rain, I love it. Let's Go Crazy, While the Doves Cry. Um, I would I would die for you. Just the whole album. It was, it's awesome.
Soundtrack to life.
Yeah.
Right now, the soundtrack to your life is basketballs and sneakers squeaking on the court. So let's talk about this Toronto Raptors team that you're coaching for Summer League alongside a couple other guys that you're familiar with from the Raptors bench. First off, getting to know you, I'm going to ask you about the experience because this is a program known for player development, for coach development. You've seen the success of the other guys who've held the positions before you. So what do you think of the opportunity and how's it been so far?
It's a great opportunity. It's an opportunity for Summer League is an opportunity for everyone to grow. Players, staff, organization, and the Raptors itself, the organization. We we push that. We want that. We want growth and development in everyone. So it's just really an opportunity to spread your wings as an organization, no matter where you are. As far as the players go, it's a really opportunity for them to get a jump. From one situation to another, from one season to another. If they're new, to try and get in and and develop and get to a place where they can ultimately bring something to the table for the Raptors organization in and of itself, whether that's with the 905 or whether that's with the first team.
So what are the key points that you and Coach Gleason are trying to hit in this first little mini camp, like the key things you need to see? We can't traditionally talk about ball movement and extra effort. Are those the boxes that need checked from this group?
Of course they are, and that's probably just like half of it because we said ball movement and and that side of it. But we the Raptors, we're gonna bring that D, so we have to have that energy, we have to have that focus, definitely on the offensive side. The saying is, offensive win games and defense wins championships. So we definitely want to bring the defense, the intensity, to get up and accept the challenge and meet the challenge and create a challenge.
What's the most important thing? Like, how do you create that defensive energy? What's the most important thing? Is it a technical thing or is it just getting buy-in?
Consistency. Consistency in your approach, consistency by demanding consistency from the players, like every day. It's an opportunity to get better. Consistency within the coaching staff and making sure that we're preaching and we're teaching, the same thing so that message is getting across. And the consistency and wanting to do it and willing to do it and happy to do it to get better every single day. Because again, this is an opportunity, and opportunity always comes, and you just got to be ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, there'll be another opportunity, but that same opportunity won't be there. So you just always want to create, a situation where, when you hear that knock, 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 you can open the door like, yes, and it's not who's there, it's I'm here.
Last week before I headed out to Savannah, Christian, impressions of him.
He's great. A pig. He's a good guy. He's working hard, and he's wanting to get better and wanting to be better, and that's all that we can ask.
Coach, when you think about this team in comparison to other summer league teams or teams you've coached, what stands out to you about this particular group of guys?
I really don't like that way because it makes it seem like I have a favorite, and I don't. I just love the commitment that these guys bring, and not that any of the other teams or other summer league teams didn't bring that commitment, but I just like the energy, and there's a sense of enthusiastic and in a sense of a young innocence, a young hungry innocence, and wanting to get out there and show what they got and show what they can do, and that's a beautiful thing, especially in sports.
Now, I heard that you get out there and you box out the guys, you throw them around a little bit yourself. How would you measure the level of physicality with this group?
The level of physicality is really good, but it always has to be better. The NBA, depending on what acronym you want to use, no boys allowed. Big boy league, and all of those type of things. So physicality is a must. And we're just trying to teach that, and we're trying to show that and show the difference. The guys are always, being physical on the court. We got strength and conditioning where they're working, to get stronger. We talking about what they're eating, just, trying to make them the best possible athletes that they possibly can be. Because when you turn on the court, when you're on the court, it's a man's game.
Now, one person that has been getting stronger, he said it himself, David Johnson, that he's been putting in that work, to get himself physically better because he was injury-ridden last season. But how would you, where have you seen the most growth in his offensive game? He said that he's been working on his shot a lot.
For me, he definitely has had a lot of growth in his physicality and and taking care of his body, and I think that shows in his overall game. His shot speed has gotten a lot faster. His first step, is faster, and it's not just it's not that it's faster. It's more efficient. He has more efficiency in his movement, and he's sure of himself, and he's created some strength physically and gotten stronger, and that just builds his confidence. And once that confidence comes, anything is possible and anything can happen, and he's feeling confident in himself, and it's showing in his shot and it's showing in his game.
And finally, what has really stood out to you, in particular, a particular skill on the offensive or defensive end of things with Christian Koloko?
What stood out to me is just, his I would say his headiness for the ball. He's always in the right place and at the right time, especially making defensive plays and being around the ball. So he kind of has a nose for the basketball, and he's a little bit more coordinated than what I thought. Obviously, he's still got some polishing to do for himself and his development, but, just, his anticipation, I would guess, is a great thing.